So what do you got to say to the people that say you're undersized for the division?
I mean, they're over here praising Richard Torres.
Ooh.
Damn, shots fired.
All right, so hold up. I wanted to leave that for later, but since you already mentioned his name, what's your deal with Richard Torres? I know you already done an interview saying that he's easy work. So what do you think? What holes do you see in his game?
Bro, like he has no head movement. It's none.
Welcome back to another episode of And Still. Thank you all for viewing and subscribing. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. The best is yet to come. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia, Joan Barra co-host, Nelson Garcia, and today's special guest is the former USA #1 ranked super heavyweight and now an undefeated professional boxer in the heavyweight division with a record of 3-0 and all his wins by way of knockout. We got Lorenzo El Asesino Gigante Medina, baby.
What's up, guys? What's up? Thank
What
you for
up,
having
man? Yeah, man. Thank you, bro. We're excited to have you. You're our first heavyweight, bro. our first big boy in the house.
Finally, because we've been having like little, the little fighters. Now we have a big heavyweight here.
Hey, take it easy, man. Some of our little fighters are badass,
Yo,
bro.
you
better chill,
There's
dog.
a heavyweight right here, man.
Yeah, we got the heavyweight in the building, baby. Man, so you're the heavyweight in Florida that I'm most hype about, or heavyweight prospect coming up, cause man, you're mad young. You're only 18 years old.
Yeah, just turned 18 last month.
We're gonna get into your age in a bit.
Man, we should be calling you Baby Giant, dog. You have the baby face.
I'm really the big baby, right? If you think
Yeah,
about it.
that is true. But I like his slogan, his name, because he's the giant killer.
Yeah,
That's really what it stands
I'm a
for.
short heavyweight, but it's okay.
You ain't short. You're just not the biggest. Like you ain't Mike Tyson short.
Nah.
You ain't.
I hit 6 foot. We're good.
Yeah. You hit 6 foot.
You're like 6'2", though.
6'1".
Yeah.
He's 6'1". He's 6'1".
6'1" and a
He's
half.
6'2" with shoes.
My box spec says 6'2". I'm 6'2".
6'2", yeah.
And my license says 6'3". I'm trying to manifest it right now.
Hey, you're still 18. You got a long way to go.
Hey, according to him right here, Mr. Google over here, you got to 25.
It's true. If you eat right, sleep right, hey, it can happen.
Hey.
Oh, I sleep a lot.
Hey, you do grow while you sleep, so.
I don't know. Do you sleep a lot? You look like you're in the gym 24/7, man. So do you even rest? Well, what's up? Talk to us about how your training is.
My training is good. I did have a hard problem with like overtraining before when I was younger. So I told you I lost a couple fights as an amateur, so I thought I wasn't training hard enough. But it was more of like a mental thing for me. But I was overtraining a lot. I was running every single day. We know that's not good. And then training 3-4 times a day. So it's like I'm training this much, and then I'll gas out in 2 rounds. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
But once I got over that, I was good, Now I train, I don't train more than 3 times a day, and I space them out correctly, and I eat correctly, and make sure I get my rest in between,
That's the most important part, man. If you're not resting your body, and especially you that you're like, you're drilling your body, you need to make sure that you're resting.
4 times a day, that's pretty wild.
And especially for your weight class. You're a big boy, man. So it's a lot more.
I'll show you my runs that I track on my phone. It's like I'm running like 7 miles, 8 miles.
Savage. Yeah, but you can't do that every day.
That's the thing,
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So, hey, let's take it to the beginning, man, because you're a prospect. You're a young prospect. I know you have some interviews out there, but I want to get into depth. Why did you get into boxing? How did you get into boxing?
Well, I've always been in the gym since I was like 7 or 8.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How come?
I used to get in a lot of fights in school, mostly because my little brother had a big mouth.
So the big brother had to, defend the little brother.
Yeah, but it didn't work out.
You outspoken too. What you mean it didn't work out?
Well, I actually didn't talk a lot of shit when I was younger.
Oh, yeah?
It didn't start happening till like middle school hit. But yeah, I started when I was 7. I got jumped I was getting jumped like 2 times a week.
At 7 years old, you were getting jumped already?
Bro, like
Shit, bro.
like 2 times a week. It was
they
bad.
saw him doing like, bro, he big as shit. We got to team up.
That's true.
But like older kids, so my mom, she took me to the Pines Pow right off of Johnson and University.
All right.
It was, it closed down already. It was whatever. It was just to get me active and kind of know how to fight.
So you were on and off?
Yeah. I was on and off until I was like 13, 14. Because then I moved down here to Little Havana. I was born in Hialeah, moved to Broward for like a little bit, and then I moved back to Little Havana until I was like 12 or 13. And then I came back and started boxing.
So that's when you really started hitting it hard.
I wouldn't even say hitting it hard. Like, I didn't really start hitting it hard till I was like 14, 15, you know?
Gotcha.
That's when you were more focused, so you were on point with it.
And I didn't really know I want to do this fully. Like, I didn't even think I could do this as a career until I was like 15, you know? But once I put my mind to it, everything started working the way I wanted it to.
Who was that first person that told you, "Oh, hey, you got skills, kid. Keep it up"?
I can't even tell you that people told me that. To be honest, no one even started telling me that until like I started winning fights.
Yeah.
It was more like I had this one dude. His name's Fred. He used to help me spar a lot when I was younger, and he put me onto James Toney. And like when I figured out about James Toney and Roy Jones, like I think everything switched, and I wanted to be like them. And
Tony's great.
James Toney's the one that made me start talking shit.
That's what sells fights.
No, it does.
You have to have the skills, but
And, bro, I've been in there with world champions. Like, I sparred Lawrence O'Colly and stuff, and with him, I was talking shit, you know? Like, that's what really helped me.
Yeah, at the end of the day, boxing is, like, 99% mental. So it's mental, and you got to have that confidence. So whatever builds your confidence and helps you be confident in there, man, you got to do it. Use it to your advantage.
For sure.
People think Broner and Mayweather and all these people that talk mad shit, they're bad people. They ain't necessarily bad people. It's what gets them on their flow.
You know, if you don't see me talking shit, it's probably because I'm getting beat up. You know what I'm saying?
So you ain't never going to talk shit.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm always talking shit.
I mean, mad people talk mad shit about Broner. He met Broner. He'll tell you right now he's one of the most humble guys he's ever
I
met.
have a
Shout out
video
to
of
Broner,
Broner,
yeah.
like literally telling me good luck on my nationals, that he's going to come see me when I win and stuff. Like, yeah, Broner's a pretty good dude.
I met him at a bar. He was, bro, solid, bro. Very professional,
The thing is that if you meet him like in a wrong timing, like after a fight and stuff, he has all these emotions going through. He might tell you off. You know
Cutting
what I mean?
weight too, you know.
But everybody's like that, you know?
You like that when you're cutting weight? Oh, you don't even have to cut too much weight, so you
No,
straight.
I'll be honest with you, like, during my camp, I lose like 25 pounds, though.
Damn.
Yeah, I lose like 25.
But that's not because you're trying. That's just because you're working hard.
Yeah, and like, I have a nutritionist, and I changed my diet.
Yeah, you're
a lot.
eating right.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, like, even when I'm not in camp, I'm still working out, because, bro, being out of shape is the worst feeling ever. Getting tired in a fight, that
the worst.
sucks, bro.
That's the worst.
If
You can have all the skills, but
If you get tired, you can displace those skills.
Bro, I've never felt a worse feeling than getting tired in a fight and like just feeling like crippled.
vulnerable.
You don't know what you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So it's like even when I'm not like in a camp, I'm still training. You know, I'm still running and stuff.
You always stay active.
Yeah, for sure. And to be honest, this last like 7 months, I've been pretty much been in camp always because I've been fighting constantly. So
You gotta stay in the gym, man.
that's good. You know, right before I won nationals, I didn't have a car or anything, so I was in the gym from like 9 a.m. I dropped out of high school when I was in like 10th grade. So, but then I was in the gym from like 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., 9 p.m. every day.
That's crazy.
What
know?
made you want to drop out?
COVID, really, to be honest. with
He
you.
don't care. He just want to box.
You wanna
He's
say,
gonna
yeah,
be a
you
professional
wanna-
boxer.
No, but like in 9th grade is when COVID happened for me, and I
That's
only
why
went.
he's so young, bro.
Yeah, he's mad young.
So like, I think it was like the second quarter COVID happened. And we left school. They expected us to do it online, and I kind of did it, and I kind of didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you have all this time in your hands, so now you can really like dedicate yourself to the sport that you love, the dreams
No,
that you
and
want to follow.
and then when I started winning, and I was like, I'm gonna do this.
That's a wrap.
You know, my mom was like, she tried to say like, oh, we're gonna do homeschooling, and she got like a program for me to do it and stuff.
Didn't work out.
Nah.
Let's talk about your amateur career a bit. I know that you said you went through some rough patches. You were on a 6-fight losing streak.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about that. I know you.
To be honest with you, they were all to the best. They were all like #1 in the country at the time. My very first loss was to Ali Feliz. You guys probably know his brother, Fernelli Feliz.
Mm-hmm.
I lost split decision to him in the Silver Glove finals. I fought that whole competition though with the COVID. I won 2 times, and then the last fight I lost to him. The next fight was to Nathan Lugo.
Yeah, he's
He's got 300 fights.
he's been around for a minute.
And he fucked me up that fight. I won't even lie to you. But it was my fault. Like, we all know, like, I'm a boxer. I'm not no
It's a
guy.
learning experience, man. It's a
Well,
learning
and that's what I realized. I was like, I gotta move around and throw a jab at him.
Right. It's never a loss. It's a learn.
It's a learn,
especially in the amateurs. You know,
I fought him 3 times.
Mm.
They never gave me a decision. In the next 2 times after that, he didn't even touch me.
Yeah.
I'll show you the videos. Like
Yeah,
he
nothing clean landed.
nothing, bro. I almost dropped him and everything.
For real.
Never
But
even gave him an 8 count.
He got a name, bro. So the
He got-
name.
That's the
He's
thing,
got the
that's
Team
name.
USA uniform on with those.
He's protected already.
Yeah,
He
but
got the
it's-
Under Armour. He got the Under Armour swag going on.
it's whatever.
What does your mom say about all this? You know, you becoming an amateur, then transitioning
Well,
into the pros.
My mom was actually a matchmaker for professional boxing, and
Shit!
she's an amateur boxing judge also.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
So your family's involved in the boxing game.
Well,
Sweet.
she just started with the matchmaking, cause she was looking for a job and she was like, I like boxing a lot, so she's been helping matchmake Abel's fights, my fights, and stuff like that with
That's
my manager.
dope.
That's dope.
You know, cause she was doing the amateur boxing, but you can't. It's all volunteer work. You can't make any money off that.
Yeah, it's like a non-profit, right?
Mhm.
Basically, yeah.
So she started doing the matchmaking, and I mean she's pretty good at it. She was helping Mark Castro matchmake some fights and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Damn,
That's
that's pretty good
lit.
because he's in a kind of in a high level
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
Yeah, he
so-
signed fucking Eddie Hearn, the zone.
Do you have any other family members involved in boxing?
You know, actually, the rest of my family's like into like MMA.
Oh, so
Oh, yeah.
Like my sister's a jiu-jitsu instructor. My brother-in-law's a wrestling instructor.
oh shit. So you come from a fighting background.
Yeah. My dad was a wrestler.
Oh yeah.
My grandpa was a boxer in the war in the Cuban army. Yeah.
And I know you got a little brother that he does box.
Yeah. He's a 154 pounder. He's pretty
Mm-hmm.
good. He'll be going to nationals this year in December.
That's right. It runs deep in the family, in the blood.
Yeah, you got the fighters.
I got 2 other little brothers. The baby one, he's 6 years old. I don't think he's gonna be a boxer. He's probably gonna like the MMA stuff. But the brother that's right after him, he likes boxing. He's got like 4 fights. He's pretty good.
That's cool,
we
man.
were just over that KO sparring and stuff for him. Got a lot of the little kids over there.
Dope. That's my original gym where I grew up at,
Yeah,
KO
yeah.
Fitness. So after that 6-fight losing streak, you started doing your thing. You went to nationals. You became number 1 in the whole nation. Talk to us about that.
You know what really helped me was looking at everything like a sparring. Cause I would, you can ask my coach, up to all those fights, I probably never lost a round in sparring. I was doing great in sparring, and I think it was just like the lights were fucking with me.
Yeah, mental.
Oh, yeah. So like, I forgot who it was, but I had someone tell me they're like, do something before you fight that you're doing sparring that's gonna make you feel like it's a sparring in the actual fight. So like, I hit the corner right before the bell rings, you know, and it did help me a lot. And like
Mentally.
I didn't lose a round the whole nationals, you know, like every judge 10-10-10-10. It was great. You
So it's
know?
a ritual that you're following now.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And but it just helped me a lot. And I told myself like every morning I look in the mirror and tell myself I was gonna be a national champion. Every single morning for like the next 2 months.
Yeah.
And you know, I started meditating too, and just manifestation is real. you
Yeah,
know?
taking it serious the whole way.
Yeah.
Outside the ring, inside the ring, sparring, training, everything.
The
So
mind is really powerful, man. When you speak to it, man, you know.
Exactly,
The mind is
exactly.
powerful.
you gotta think like a champion to be
You
one.
have to.
Exactly.
You gotta believe you're one before you become one
Mhm.
too. So it all goes hand in hand together.
Of course.
And it's
Going.
good that you're doing this now at such a young age, at 18. You just turned 18.
You know,
Oh.
I had a lot of good people around me. You know, when I first got to my gym, there was a lot of good prospects coming up. You know, Blake Davis, he was 8-0. We had Peter Dobson at the time. He was 12-0. He's 16-0 now. We had Roberto Duran Jr. in there too. You know, like all these dudes helped me. You know, they made me see like what I can be if I keep working. And also, like I was around the dudes like Luis Ortiz, Carlos Negron. Just being in the ring with dudes at that level helped me a lot. You know?
Yeah.
Brandon Glanson, Team Bulletproof,
Yeah.
Lawrence O'Callaghan.
Strong dude.
All those dudes, they helped me a lot. You know.
Luis Ortiz, man, he's a big heavyweight, man.
Yeah.
He's well known. What kind of advice is he giving you?
You know, when I was over there, he was telling me a lot, just repetition. He just kept saying like repetition. And I was supposed to be over there to help him for the Andrew Ruiz fight, but it was like he was teaching me the whole time.
So you guys never got to like work in the ring? Like, you never sparred?
He doesn't really spar like that. Just like drills and stuff mostly. Like we did a couple rounds. Of
So he does like a escuela combate type of thing.
Yeah. You know, like it was like jabs here and there, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, move around. You know, but with Luis Ortiz, like you can just see how good he is, even with the drills. Like he sees
Facts.
everything before it comes.
He's special, man. The only downfall to him, man, that he started late in the game.
Nah,
The
for
professional
Well, he didn't
game,
start
in the
late in
professional
the
game.
professional game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went pro at 30.
So-
And they say 30, you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly. You already know. Yeah, I think that man's 65.
Hey, but he still looks
He
good.
got it.
If he's 65, he still
Yeah,
got
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest with you, I thought he won the Andy Ruiz fight. Even though he got dropped 3 times, or 2 times. That last one didn't really count in my opinion, but whatever. Every round that he didn't get dropped in, I thought he beat Andy Ruiz. I thought he won every
He was
round.
more consistent, but those knockouts,
Nah,
man.
That's-
knockouts,
at that level, you
that
just
10-8,
can't.
That 10-8, man.
At that,
And fighting in LA, you know. 'cause-
oh yeah, for sure.
And we also have to keep into consideration that it all depends on what the judges are looking at. He fought that fight on his back foot,
Exactly.
so
Oh yeah.
it is what it is. But so yeah, man, you won nationals.
Yeah.
That's dope. You never got your get back with Nathan Lugo.
He actually went down in weight.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So now he's a regular cruiserweight.
He never even because I was hoping he'd come up to heavyweight for nationals and we could fight a national. I think it would be a little bit more fair. It's like my last time I fought him, we were in his gym, like his actual gym, which it was a real close fight, but every judge gave it to him. It was alright. It's all good, you know. It's a learning experience.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, he went back down to like 178. Dropped a lot of weight.
Damn.
How many fights do you have in total in the amateurs?
I was 56-8.
What was your
Nice.
biggest accomplishment in the amateurs?
Nah, for sure.
Nationals.
Right. How did it feel though when you finally won? Like, damn, like what? You know, you met your accomplishment. How did you feel?
I just felt like the challenges were gonna get harder. To be honest with you, you know, I felt like I was gonna have to work a lot harder. Cause you know, it's just behind one door there's another, and there's another, and there's another. You know.
So once you did win the nationals and stuff, why didn't you keep competing and try to go to the Olympics? That was never a goal of yours.
Fight
Your dream?
international tournaments and all that.
I really feel like for me, my main goal is in the pros, not the amateurs. Like
That's your dream.
a lot of these dudes get stuck up in the amateurs and trying to be an Olympian and stuff. And that just never excited me, to be honest.
You're a prize fighter. You want to get those big checks.
Not even the checks, like, bro. I'll take a fight for like a world championship for whatever. It doesn't matter. Like if you give me it, I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm really in this to become a world champion, not to be making. Of course, you know the money's gonna come. Money's always gonna come, but I want to be a world champion. That's my main goal. Hall of Famer at that. 'Cause
Keep
you could be
working hard.
you could be a world champion. People still forget you.
Let me ask you a question. Was that just you, or was your whole team on board with that? Because the truth of the matter is that the reason for the amateurs is to gain the most experience possible to be ready for the professional ranks, right? So, was your team on board with that, or did they try to advise you away from that? Like,
Nah, they were super on board with it. They were.
they already knew what you had.
If they, cause I don't spar any amateurs. You know, I'm always with the pros, and if I'm doing good with the pros, because I feel like if you're getting the rounds in sparring, they're just as good as in the fights. Like, for me, the amateurs, all they help me with is like fighting under those lights. Nah, it's not really the
that's
amateur experience. Like, I knew I was the best in the country at the time. And I still know I can go to the elite division and go beat up all the heavyweights in the elite division too.
When you were ranked number 1 in the nation, man, how did it feel, man? Like, damn.
It felt good, but like,
It still didn't give you that
Nah.
that fire.
How about your pro debut? Did that give you that fire?
yeah. When I announced it, it felt great. Like, it made me want to work so hard. Cause I had like 3 fights fall through after my second fight. I had a fight in Kentucky fall through. I had a fight in Jersey fall through. So it's like,
You were supposed to fight with Abel on that card.
yeah,
Right.
in Kentucky. But I mean, it was whatever. Cause like, we got this fight now, and it's a lot bigger.
Much better.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go into that in a bit. We're gonna go into that a bit, but I know you just mentioned that you sparred Lawrence Okoli and Luis Ortiz. You worked with Luis Ortiz, Carlos Negron. How has that sparring with those big guys, big names, that are big, much taller than you? How's that going?
It helps a lot, man. But to be honest with you, I think I have a harder time with the smaller guys than the bigger guys. It's like the bigger guys, they'll lay on you and stuff, but once you start like chopping them down and stuff and working the inside, they can't do anything from the inside.
Right.
Those smaller dudes, you'll get in the pocket with them, they're still throwing body shots and overhand rights on the inside. Like Brandon Glanton was definitely one of my hardest sparrings. He's nonstop pressure, and I also sparred him in a 12x12 ring, which didn't help at all.
Small, yeah.
My coach makes us spar in small rings, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go to the actual fights with them big rings, and that only benefits you because
Yeah.
you really now you can use all the space, your footwork, because you're a heavyweight known for your speed, your style, you're stylistic, you have great
You're
footwork.
athletic.
And people think I'm gonna just come forward. They really do.
Yeah, because they see your body,
Yeah, and you know, when I fought at nationals, I beat Federico Pacheco. That's Diego. You know Diego Pacheco.
Yeah,
That's his
of
brother.
course.
So I beat him on my back foot.
Yeah,
and
boxing.
He's 6'7". I out jabbed him, and I got short arms. I got a 68-inch reach. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
68?
I don't
Nah, I
believe
don't
that.
think so,
I did.
bro.
I do.
When this episode's over, we're gonna measure that.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, impossible, because I got a 70 and you got longer arms.
my little brother has longer arms than me.
Nah, but we gotta test it. When
We
get out,
will,
gotta
we
test
will,
it.
we will.
All right.
But like, I got short arms, man.
And if you do have a 68, it's not your arm length. I think it's more of your back type.
maybe,
thing, bro.
maybe.
Yeah, because there's no way that my reach is longer than yours. Because I'm a little shorter than you, so no way.
It could be possible though, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. But so look, bro, you have cut a lot of weight. You've lost a lot of weight because your pro debut were pretty damn heavy.
Yeah.
Now you're looking in shape. You know, you're still big, but you look in shape. Are you always gonna be a heavyweight?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're never going to cruiserweight.
Nah.
You don't think so though? You're like you don't.
Bro, I'm still like
You're still young. You're only 18.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
long
that
way
means
to
I'm
go.
still gonna get bigger. You know.
And
what
you're
I'm
still
saying?
240. It's not like you're like 215 or anything.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but you feel good now. You're not gonna
You
lose.
feel
You're not gonna
comfortable.
shred no more.
Nah. The lowest I probably go is like 235.
Okay.
But like for me, like I feel like the cruiserweights are better than the heavyweights. To be honest with you, they are like more skill. And you gotta think about it, like I sparred these cruiserweights and they're just as big as heavyweights.
Yeah.
They hit just as hard and they're faster, they're more skilled. Like
Especially
it's like
height.
it's like a bigger risk, smaller reward. Like
Right.
who knows you if you're a cruiserweight?
Yeah, that's facts. There's really
weight
no
that
money
class.
like that in.
And, I mean, isn't and not even. You can also talk about the money. Like money is probably like an eighth of what you make as a heavyweight.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
And especially right now, the heavyweight division is stacked.
Yeah.
A lot of money to be made right now.
it's not even stacked though, in my opinion. Like a lot of these dudes are in their end time.
But compared to back in the days, like in
Or
the 70s to the, you know,
or
but
comparing
still.
it to cruiserweight, it is more stacked
Oh,
than
yeah,
cruiserweight, 100%.
There's I looked it up. There's only like 100 cruiserweights in the world right now. Like on BoxRec supposedly. So it's like I could definitely become probably a cruiserweight world champion in like 3 years, 2 years.
Yeah, but you're a heavyweight, so you're gonna stick with the heavyweight.
Yeah, if you feel
I
comfortable,
could
in that
become
weight,
a heavyweight world champion in 4 years. So who cares?
I like the
you gotta
confidence. You got the
manifest it, man.
confidence, man. Yeah. So look, you already mentioned that everybody's taller than you, even the cruiserweight guys. How have you been able to get around that? You know, how do you use that to your advantage?
You just gotta take it with a jab, to be honest with you. And I feel like when they see like they first see me, they don't think I'm gonna be fast, and then they see jab pop out and they don't see it coming, and it hits them. It kind of frees them up a little bit, you know.
Right.
And then on top of that, like when they can't hit me, that's pretty much how I take it with the jab, you know. Because if you can't hit them, that confidence is gone, and they don't want to throw it anymore, you know. So like, what's it called? When I'm sparring those taller dudes, it's more about just breaking them down the first 3 rounds, you know, taking their confidence away, making them scared to throw anything. And then after that, I just do what I gotta do. That's why I can't wait to get into like the 6, 8, 10, 12 round fights. 'Cause I think that's where I'm really gonna show what I could do. These 4 round fights is cool. Like I'm gonna be on my front foot, moving forward, just doing what I gotta do. But when I get into those longer fights, I can really showcase my skills.
That's cool, man. That you really believe in the championship rounds is gonna benefit you.
Yeah.
I'm assuming in sparring, the later rounds really benefits you then.
Yeah, I mean, I do 10 rounds, 8 rounds, and I only fight 4 rounds. I mean, all my fights been first round knockouts. But like even my last fight, like I really tried for it to go to the second round. I really did. Like
You were carrying him.
no, like he was he was telling the ref like he's done, and I was trying to get in the way.
No.
So the ref wouldn't see him. And I was working on my defense. Like really, all I was doing with my defense was just moving my feet so he couldn't hit me. And I hit him with like a double left hook to the body, and then I came over with overhand right. And I saw his eyes light up, and he was like, "Nah, I don't want no more."
That's all she wrote.
Yeah.
So what do you got to say to the people that say you're undersized for the division?
I mean, they're over here praising Richard Torres.
Ooh.
Damn, shots fired.
All right, so hold up. I wanted to leave that for later, but since you already mentioned his name, what's your deal with Richard Torres? I know you already done an interview saying that, you know, he's easy work. So what do you think? What holes do you see in his game?
Bro, like he has no head movement. It's none.
So how do you rank him? You know, because he's a big pro, like Jared
Yeah,
Anderson.
yeah.
Jared Anderson was sleeping.
Yeah, no. Man, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna go into that. But he is a silver medalist. So,
Yeah.
So from your eyes,
How do you rank him? Yeah, what do you see?
like
in
what do
him?
you
Yeah.
see?
But if we're being honest with each other, like when he got knocked out, why did he get knocked out, right?
In the
International, right?
in the
Yeah,
international,
that Russian
yeah.
guy.
The Russian tall dude.
Why did he get knocked out? Because he just sat there.
So if you were to fight him next Saturday, what do you do to him?
I'm gonna just move my feet, bro.
You're gonna
That's literally all I'm gonna do.
But he does bring some relentless pressure. That's
For sure.
He's very athletic as well. You know?
But you know what? At the same time, like he needs a little bit of space. So I'm either all the way out, or I'm all the way in. I'm gonna smother all his stuff and just work. You know. Don't get me wrong. I'm only 18. He's a lot older than me. He's probably a
23, I think,
lot
23.
stronger than me, but so is everybody else. Right?
You never know, down the line, man, you guys might clash.
Oh, for sure.
I see it happening.
For sure.
I see it happening.
Like in 2 years, maybe a year and a half.
Who knows?
Like I'm not worried about it though.
So look, his next opponent fought Richard Torres.
Yeah, he did.
So that's like a little measuring stick that we can see, you know, where you at. Did he hit Richard? Did he hit Lorenzo? You know what I mean? So it's like,
You gotta put that stamp now.
I only got hit one time my last 3 fights. It was with the jab as soon as the bell rang, and then I knocked him out, so I don't care.
all right. So
It's getting juicy already. now. It's
Richard
getting
Torres been
hot.
hit every single fight. You know what I'm saying?
he got cut nasty too by the headbutt. So
Would you want that to be let's say your next fight, the opportunity, you know, came. Would you take it to fight him?
My next fight?
Yeah, you'll take it instantly, huh?
I'm not gonna say no. Why would I say no?
No, yeah.
But what we're looking at is I just keep fighting the dudes he fought, showing everybody I'm better, or fighting dudes that are better than the dudes he fought. You know, Like-
it could be a good future fight, bro.
like that last dude he just fought. He's got a good record, but he's real padded. He lost to Mac Truck and
Talking about Matt Truck, I know you sparred him a couple times, right?
only sparred him once when I was 14,
No, so you were a lot younger. Damn.
and he was a lot. I was like 220 and he was 270. He just laid on me for 3 rounds.
How do you feel about Matt Truck now? He's coming off a big knockout loss. You know, he was winning the fight, and he got dropped.
I would have knocked that dude out.
Were you there in the fight?
Nah, I was in Atlanta,
Mm.
but I would have knocked that dude out. Easy money. That dude sucked. That dude looked like an MMA fighter. But you know what it was like? You know when I went
Mac Truck is very undersized.
He's very skillful,
He's like 5'10".
But he's very undersized. I've always said it. Very undersized.
And you know what, bro? Like, he's real top heavy. Like, his legs have no definition to it. Like, for me, I feel like all this power, because, you know, like, no disrespect to Mac Truck, but, like, the power wasn't really there when I sparred him. And I know people think he's a real big puncher, but, like, to me, he's not, you know? But I sparred a lot of big dudes also. But, you want to know the reason I thought he lost? Was because of what he did before the fight. Like, when I went to go spar Lawrence O'Colly 6 days before that fight happened, he was there. Sparring Daniel Dubois and sparring Lawrence O'Colly for 10 rounds, just taking right hands.
Wow.
Probably caught a concussion. And now
6 days before the fight?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that his coach even allowed that to
Because
happen.
his coaches are real well. I think he's one of the best trainers out there right now.
They split up.
They split up. I know they had split up before that fight, but I don't know if they split up again.
No, they're gone.
They're gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
No, you didn't see
smart.
that? They posted it on the story.
Oh, yeah?
But, you know, like, as a smaller heavyweight, you know, I like the hands down stuff, but I also fight with my hands up. Like, it just depends on who it is. And if you're taking right hands in that shoulder roll position,
You gotta switch it up.
You gotta
gotta
adapt.
switch-
You gotta adapt.
and he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, as using that style, like, when you're fighting the real tall dudes, the right hands are coming over the shoulder a lot. They might not hit you on your chin, but they're gonna hit you at the top of the head. I feel like that messes with people a lot. Like, they think, oh, it's gonna work always. James Toney did it. Like, James Toney's stupid right now.
Unfortunately, right
Hey,
now.
Chan,
Unfortunately, yeah.
you shout out Chan.
Nah, but like,
No, but shout out to him because I know he's one of your biggest, you know.
he is.
you know.
He's really like he's my favorite fighter.
Have you met him?
Nah, I never met him.
I know he be in Miami a lot.
He texts me
Hollywood.
sometimes. He
Oh,
watches
yeah?
my Instagram, yeah. But nah, I feel like, but I don't think a lot of the damage he took was from fights. I think it was
Sparring.
from sparring. He used to tell me like he don't run.
We've talked about that, bro. Sparring, bro. Sparring. You gotta do it, man, but you have to do it very
Controlled.
Yeah.
And you know, like
You can't be
Mustafa
banging.
is a good coach, but he lets a lot of like bad sparring go on.
He has
Like,
that
you see a
old
lot of
school-
knockouts
Yeah.
in his gym. And I don't think that if you hurt someone in sparring, you shouldn't just try to
No,
knock
I
them
agree
out.
with you. I agree with you 100%.
Unless we
both
got
agree
beef?
with you.
Unless we got beef?
Facts.
Different story. You
Yeah.
gotta save your brain cells, man. This is a brutal sport, man. We're not supposed to be getting hit in the face.
Unless
you
you're coming at me crazy, then I'm gonna come at you crazy. But that's the way. As a coach, you should put a limit to that. But aside from sparring, me and Nelson have also agreed on the fact that these fighters having 300, 400 amateur fights is also gonna be wear and tear for the time you come to the
mileage.
pros.
And it's just taken away from your pro game. You
Yeah,
know
that's what I'm saying. By the time you come to the pros, you got so much wear and tear. You can't even take a shot no more.
But stylistically too. That's why
Right.
a lot of these big amateurs don't do good in the pros. Look at Roesi Ramirez when he lost his pro debut because he went in there trying to fight like an amateur.
Right.
That stuff doesn't work.
But it's switched because look at him now. He's turning it around.
But
He
he changed
adapted.
his style. You
Changed
know what I'm
his style.
saying? Now
He
he's sitting
adapted.
down and he's waiting for the
And
punches.
he's throwing some heavy shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Heavy.
I like Ramirez. You're Cuban
I
like
like him
us,
too.
so it's cool. But we could talk about Cuban boxing a bit. Robeisy Ramirez, man, the only flaw I see with him, man, he's left hand happy, bro. Like he
No
It
jab.
depends on that.
he
left hand.
doesn't jab, and all he does is the left hand. Sometimes in spurts, you'll see him throw combination, use both hands, but I don't like that being left hand happy because when you go to A plus, bro, they will catch on.
You know when he got that nasty knockout?
Yeah.
I forgot to do his name. The
Got
Puerto
to-
Rican dude.
Yeah, that got to his head.
That definitely
Yeah, his
did.
name.
Because his next fight out, he looked horrible. He did.
The last fight.
Yeah, he looked horrible his last fight.
He was dominant, but yeah, he looked bad from a boxing, somebody that knows
He
boxing.
could have knocked that dude out in 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And he waited till like the 9th or the 8th.
Yeah, because he was just being predictable.
Didn't even cut off the ring.
Facts.
Didn't even cut off
Just
the ring.
follow him around.
Followed him around throwing straight lefts. You know what I'm saying?
You're full Cuban, right? 100%?
Yeah, both my parents, yeah.
Have you been out there?
Well,
I never
you were
have.
born here though,
You were born here.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah.
Hialeah boy.
Yeah.
like us.
Or Hollywood.
Nah.
You've been in Hollywood a lot, dog. So
Nah, hey, right now he don't know who to be with.
I know, right now he's like, but you were born in Hialeah.
Yeah, I mean, you want to know something? For boxing, I rather live in Broward. Less
More-
distractions.
And I
No.
think there's more competition out there. You have more.
Not even about that
not
because
really.
I spar. I mean, I spar in Miami a lot. I'm just saying like the
life environment.
environment.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
just-
Miami's a hot zone, man. There's a lot of clubs out here. There's a lot of distractions here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's what happens with a lot of the Cuban fighters. Like, they come straight from Cuba and they see Miami and they go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know what to do with themselves. They start partying and stuff. It's like
Well, you're Cuban. Who's your favorite Cuban fighter?
right now,
You can say, yeah, current one. And we'll take it back old school too. So give me an old school one and then give me one current right now.
I used to watch Riggindale a lot. But right now, he's probably gonna retire. But like Luis Ortiz, I like Luis Ortiz a lot.
Him being a heavyweight too, you can see a lot of his fights. Take a lot from him.
Frank Sanchez is good, but I feel like he doesn't sit
Yeah.
down on his punches a lot.
Frank Sanchez is just he
He
has
he-
low volume. Like
He looked strong his last fight though.
Yeah, no.
Really strong.
He could crack though because look at F.A. Ajagba, he cracked his ass a few
Talking
times.
about his last fight though, you've been sparring his
Yeah,
Negron.
Carlos Negron.
Who?
Carlos Negron.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like Carlos just getting a little bit older. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Frank's fresh, you know. But no, Frank looked big for this
Yeah.
fight. He looked real big for this fight. Frank just it's good to move, but I feel like you gotta learn how to sit down a little bit more, you know. Like Luis Ortiz, when he was a little bit younger, he used to move a lot, but he would come forward and sit down on his punches when he would throw. I feel like Frank Sanchez, he has like an amateur style.
He's
kinda.
doing a lot of moving like Rigo and how Lara did at the beginning, but now Lara's sitting more. So I think eventually he'll start to adapt a little
Lara
bit.
looks
older, too.
great, bro.
Mhm.
Lara looks great especially for his age.
That's the thing. That's the only thing I'm scared about, man. That age. If that fight does happen with Triple G, man,
Nah, but
it's
Triple G didn't look very good his last.
okay. The last
Well, no.
4 rounds, man. He
Yeah,
got that
last 4
spurt. And I was like,
rounds.
whoa, okay.
Yeah.
So,
But
But the first 8 he looked like
no,
crap.
he looked horrible. Yeah, he
he,
didn't
he
adapt.
couldn't. He doesn't throw. He don't throw no more.
Yeah, he was. I don't think he was gun shy. I think it was just he was out of rhythm,
He was
out of
out of rhythm.
timing, out of distance, out of everything.
And Canelo being who he is.
Canelo looked kind of bad his last
Yeah,
couple
he did.
fights too.
He did.
But exactly. But imagine if Lara were to fight Triple G. Lara can outbox him. The
Yeah,
thing
he
is,
can.
can
Lara
he
would-
take a punch in the
Laura
later
would
rounds?
beat Canelo right now.
That's
a
a little far fetched though. That's a little far fetched.
Laura could beat Canelo. I'm not gonna say would, but he could beat Canelo. Right
Oh
now.
no, could he? Yeah, he can.
course
He
he
could
can.
outbox.
He's looked great his last couple fights.
Yeah, but the problem is, like
The
you
age
said,
factor,
he's
bro.
getting older.
Age.
Canelo is
they
still
would
in
have
his
to fight
prime.
like right now. But
Right.
but the way Canelo's been fighting, like to me, he
Yeah,
lost
nah.
almost every round against Caleb Plant. Even though the judges said he didn't, win any of those rounds.
I had it a draw by the time he started getting dropped.
You think so? I thought Caleb Plant was
You're in-
boxing his ass up.
You're in this game right now, bro. One punch, that's it, bro. That's all it takes.
Bro,
so
I know.
The thing is with Canelo, he's also, you can tell he's looking for one shot. I don't like that.
Well, you know, Canelo's changed up his style a lot,
Multiple times.
and this new style's not working.
Yeah.
Like Bivol's proved what's up with Canelo. Like
The thing about that, man, there's weight classes for a
Yeah,
reason,
yeah,
man.
the
you know?
size.
Bivol's
difference.
really like a 168 though.
That is true, because he's thin. If you compare him to
Look how
his
small he
last fight
was.
with Sudo, he looked much smaller.
And he's not tall for a light heavyweight.
He's 6 foot.
Yeah, that's
So-
that's the average, like
normal.
168.
Yeah.
To be
No,
honest with
yeah.
you.
It's good for 175. It's just you would expect more muscle on him.
He's the same size as David Benavidez.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But David Benavidez actually gets heavier than Bivol.
No, for sure. You can
So it's
tell.
like,
Well, Canelo's gonna come back now because you know he just had an arm surgery. I don't know what it was, a hand or something. So let's see, man. You never know.
Man, we've never talked so much boxing with a guest. This is pretty cool. But since we're on the boxing topic and we're talking about Cuban boxing, bro, my favorite Cuban boxer right now coming up is David Morrell.
oh yeah, he's
I love
fire.
that guy. That's the-
168, man. There's a
Man.
lot of 168.
That's my dog
That's fire.
Abel's food. What are you talking
No,
about?
no.
Oh.
But I don't consider Abel like what we're talking about. Because
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking about the Cubans that came from Cuba.
Oh yeah,
If
yeah.
we're talking about American-born Cuban background, I'm all day with Abel because, I mean,
Bro,
that's
Abel
home
could
team.
dump.
Abel's still on the early stages though. You know,
That's
David's
another
already
thing.
on a different level
That's
right now.
another thing.
Yeah, but y'all gonna see his next fight. He's fighting a pretty.
I
No,
saw-
we said
I
it.
saw
We're
him.
high. We
Yeah.
talk
He's fighting
highly
a
about
vet.
Abel.
He's fighting a vet now.
Nah. He's not fighting that dude no more.
Oh no,
You'll see
it
what
got
happens.
it got dropped.
We'll see what happens.
Nah, you don't gotta disclose no information, but that's
He-
cool. Whoever they put in
You-
front of
you-
Abel, I see Abel
Abel's
win.
special, man. The
No,
thing
no,
is that
but-
you know right now he's starting right now.
Yeah, but he's only 2-0. But you're gonna say who's fighting next, and he's gonna sleep, dude.
Nah.
He's gonna put him on the map.
Listen,
Fate.
I got no doubt that Abel is gonna be great. Like I have zero doubt, but the dude is that good.
Nah, for sure.
Stud.
Abel hasn't been clipped or anything. He's only has 2 professional fights, and we spoke about this one time. I believe Abel is gonna be
Abel's gonna be a world champion in
top
2 years.
100%. The only thing that people are gonna question about him is can he take a shot? But Abel is not even gonna get hit like that.
He don't
'cause
get hit
his
like that.
defense is so good.
too
You know
sharp.
what I mean? He's so
Bro,
sharp.
Abel could have debuted against Edgar Berlanga and slept him.
I don't like to bad talk fighters, especially on my podcast. I mean, I don't, period. But I do think Abel can beat Edgar Berlanga.
Nah, he would. Like,
I
There's levels.
he would
to this,
sleep
you know.
Edgar Berlanga.
Yeah, I believe he could beat Edgar Berlanga. The thing is, Edgar Berlanga got so many holes in his game, man. So many
You know,
holes.
Edgar Berlanga, I think he was better when he was an amateur than he is as a pro right now.
Well, in the amateurs, he got slept. So
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, but like skill wise, I thought he looked a lot better in the amateurs.
and the sparring with Lubin, man, Lubin was putting it on
Lubin
him too. But Lubin's nasty.
Dropped him.
Yeah, but if you know Lubin, like
Yeah.
I follow Lubin's one of my favorite active fighters. I follow Lubin his whole career. Nasty.
yeah, I
he's
know.
nasty.
And he could thump.
He could fight. And the thing is he could box and fight. Like he could fight.
Nah, for sure, bro. Like that last fight with him and Fondoro really showed that he's like that. He's
Yeah.
got heart.
He doesn't have to be like that though. He could have outboxed
Easily,
Fondora, but he banged, man. He about
Man,
that
we're talking
life.
too much about other people, man. Let's talk about the champ, dog. You know, the special guest
The
right
champ
here,
is
dog.
early in his career, man. He's only 3-0.
Damn, 3-0 at
Yeah.
18. You just turned 18, though. You're a baby, bro.
Yeah.
And you got rid of everybody in the first round.
Yeah.
So you turned pro at 17.
Yeah.
I know we said Abel Nye is gonna get a tough fight or a good fight for him. When do you think we're gonna start seeing you go some rounds in? Cause ain't nobody can go past 30 seconds with you, bro. We want to see some rounds.
You know, I actually really don't look for the knockout, if I'm being honest with you.
You're a boxer, I know.
Like my coach, my second fight when I got my fastest knockout, I think it was 45 seconds. My coach was like, "Yo, let's try to go some rounds this fight." It was
Yeah.
a southpaw, and I just fainted one time when I saw it drop his lead hand. I was like, "All right, I caught that."
And
one."
boom.
Yeah, caught with like I hit it with like 6 times.
Your first 2 professional fights, they were in Mexico.
Yeah, yeah.
How was
yeah.
that experience?
Mexico was great. I would fight there again, to be honest with you.
Did you have those tacos in the street and shit?
Yeah,
Fire?
I had all that. I had all that.
So it was a good experience.
Yeah.
I
it was.
have a good question pertaining to your career. What are you guys doing to try to get looked at by these big promoters, top ranked, Matchroom?
You know, I feel like social media does that, But like as a manager, that's your job to get those promoters to look at you. And my manager's doing a great job with that. You know,
What's your manager's name again? I know you got the same manager as Abel.
Ryan Ricky,
Ryan Ricky. Okay.
like Golden Boy, Matchroom, Top Rank, they all know about me. It's just you gotta remember, like I'm a heavyweight, and heavyweights don't usually mature until they're like 28, 27. So like they look at an 18-year-old, they're like, damn, he's young, he's real young. But I just gotta keep showing that I'm better, you know. Just keep showing I'm the best, and everything will happen.
Well, I want to say something because, as everybody knows, I watch every single fight. I don't miss fights. So,
Nah, he doesn't.
I really don't. So last night, on ESPN on Top Rank card, Mirela is that big heavyweight. He's a southpaw trained
7 foot.
trained by Robert Garcia's camp and stuff. Man, he's so big, but he don't got no IQ. No, his technique is terrible. He was getting clipped by
He got
overhand
dropped
rights.
his fight before that, I think.
Yeah, man. All I'm saying is I can see you really like beating these 6'7", 6'8", 6'9"
it
guys
would
because they
hurt
don't got the skills. And I like to say, skills pay the bills.
Oh, for sure. And me and my coach, we live off that. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I have 2 coaches, right? We know that.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
And Jeff, he really helped me with like the inside game, pressure. You know, because I can fight both ways. I can come at you on my front foot, or I can just sit on my back foot and box you. And Kevin really helps me with the back foot work. But dudes like that, they're slow on their feet. You know what I'm saying? Slow on their feet. And people say I got fast hands, but that's not really what's gonna help me in my career. It's really gonna be my fast feet. You know, switching the angles, doing whatever I gotta do.
Yeah, the footwork and the defense is really what's gonna separate you.
And when I'm fighting a southpaw, when I get on the outside and I switch the angle on him, I'm gonna catch him every time. And the dude, whatever his name was, I don't even really watch him like that, to be honest. I really don't.
The dude I spoke about?
Yeah. Dude like that, he'll never hit me. Way too slow, feet-wise and hand-wise.
Very slow.
You know, you box with your feet, but you fight with your hands, you know? And I don't know anybody that's got better footwork than me or is faster on their feet than me. I'll give Frank Sanchez that, you know, like, he's got real fast feet. But can he do it for, like, 12 rounds, you know?
Preach it, champ.
Frank
Preach
Sanchez.
it, man. Preach
Frank
it.
Sanchez, damn.
I don't know if he could do it for 12 rounds.
Who's your favorite heavyweight right now?
Usyk?
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. He's really a cruiserweight, in my opinion.
I
He is,
think
but-
he gives Tyson Fury a hard fight.
I don't think so.
I have to disagree, man.
I think he gives Tyson Fury a hard fight.
I don't see
You
it.
think so?
Why doesn't Tyson Fury want to fight him?
Tyson.
Nah, he does want to fight him.
Nah,
man.
he's over here fighting Derek Chisora.
Yeah, but Usyk has said he was injured when he just got out of his fight.
And for like the last month, he's been saying he want to fight him.
Yeah, but he was already looking for a fight because he was injured. So it's like we got this thing going on.
He had just fought Anthony Joshua, guys.
I get it, but
a hard fight.
But I'm not gonna sit around just because you over here are injured or just got out of a fight.
no,
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
go and bump.
But you're gonna tell me there's not better opposition he could have fought than
100%. There I could agree. with
He
you.
knocked out Derek Chisora.
That's
didn't get hit not one time.
That's
fight.
how we feel about Crawford. So
Oh, for
and
sure.
Crawford's my favorite boxer. So before you think I'm talking negative, that's my favorite fighter.
Crawford beats Errol Spence, man.
Oh my god!
You know why? Because like
He's a Spence guy.
look what like that shit where Spence is spitting out his mouthpiece and like, give me a break, and like he gets hit with overhand rights and shit.
Nah, but that just
Hey,
happened.
look, if
with
that's
Ugas,
the
really.
case,
No, it happened 2 times.
With who?
I forgot who it was. Was it Danny
it
Garcia?
did happen with somebody else. I don't know if I forgot.
I think it was. You're right. Yeah. It happened
like-
twice. Okay.
And it wasn't like I just spit out my mouthpiece.
Yeah, but
and I'm gonna
mistake.
keep fighting.
Yeah, nah,
no,
he-
he spits out his mouthpiece and he freezes up. Like, don't do that with Crawford.
I don't think he'll do that. Yeah. Crawford would take advantage of that. Yeah.
Because Ugas almost slept up like that.
Yeah. And Ugas took a second to like, what the heck just happened? And then he attacked.
Wow.
If Ugas would have hopped on him right there in the moment,
I
we
agree,
might
yeah.
not be talking about Spence.
Yeah, for real. And Ugas is not a in my opinion, he's not a super elite fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's really not.
Man.
He beat Manny Pacquiao, but Manny Pacquiao's
Yeah.
55 years old.
Let's erase that. But,
Ugas, he's good, man. He's
but
special, man.
I think, in my opinion, I think he beat Porter though.
He did.
Oh,
He
yeah.
got robbed.
But Porter, like
Porter's-
skill wise, he's not super
He's
skilled.
just very
The
aggressive. His
thing
style, awkward.
with
durable.
Porter is, man, that he smothers himself. He's never found that perfect distance.
But Porter almost beat Crawford in my opinion. I think his
yeah, but
pops
wait, time out.
stopped that way too
But
quick.
Porter almost beat everybody. Almost beat Spence.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
until
you're,
he got dropped.
if you're fighting Porter, you're gonna look bad.
You're gonna be in an ugly fight. You know what I mean? So that Porter comparison with fighters is tough. Like I can't say, oh, Crawford will beat his ass because he stopped Porter. I don't like going off of the Porter comparisons, bro, because Porter's tough, man. Tough.
Everybody
dude.
looks bad against him. Everybody.
Everybody.
Porter's 1-0 against Usyk.
That's true. At 165, that's true. They fought at 165 in the amateurs.
Yep.
So Usyk is your favorite heavyweight right now.
Yeah. Well,
Back to the heavyweight talk. Back to the heavyweight
let's
talk.
take him out because he's a cruiserweight. He's going through some things. Who's your second guy?
the thing is, like, I'm so like, I love the older heavyweights so much more.
You could give us a throwback.
Who's your favorite throwback fighter?
I know you didn't say.
Not Tony.
Not Tony. Riddick Bowe.
Okay.
Oh damn, wasn't expecting that.
Riddick Bowe. I love Riddick Bowe. I watch him all day. I also watch a lot of Evander Holyfield and Tommy Morrison.
I like Evander. You know who I like that a lot of people hate on for some reason? I like Larry Holmes a lot.
Yeah, but the thing is with Larry Holmes is like,
Great jab.
yeah, but I feel like just like George Foreman. Like George Foreman was a powerhouse, but skill wise, he wasn't really there.
But Larry Holmes was much more skilled than, George Foreman was.
I think with Larry Holmes, people just they didn't like watching him for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm gonna give you a good one. Obviously, I think everybody kind of wanted that fight, but obviously it didn't happen. Different, generations. But who do you got? Muhammad Ali versus Mike Tyson. Who would you edge out?
That's me.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson?
Wait. Like you gotta give us like ages, like
Prime.
prime.
To be fair, prime and prime.
Like Custom Model still alive, prime.
Yeah.
Sure. Whatever you think is
Or
prime.
Mike Tyson 25 and Ali 25.
You know what the thing is? I feel like on the build up of the fight, Muhammad Ali might break him down mentally. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point of view.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
And
the
Tyson is very emotional. You can get to him.
if he get in a hard fight, he might just break down. Nah, I'm gonna say Muhammad Ali.
I would say Ali, man, because like you said, the mental, and not only that, Ali would most of the time always find a way to win, whether it was rope-a-dope or boxing. He would find a way.
Lennox Lewis, he's one of the most underrated heavyweights in my opinion.
Facts. No,
he is.
Lennox Lewis would beat the shit out of Tyson Fury.
I agree with you, but Lennox does have a suspect chin a bit. So if he got clipped,
but you know what
I
the
can
thing
see
is?
something happening.
Like for how heavy and big Tyson Fury is, I don't think he hits as hard as he should.
He probably doesn't hit as hard as Wilder does. Well, he doesn't hit as hard as Wilder does, but he has power because he stops people, he drops people, and he's big. So the arms are always going to be heavy.
But you got to remember, like Tyson Fury been down a lot actually.
Well, he got dropped by Steve Cunningham and Wilder.
And another dude when they fought for that British world title or British title. Forgot the dude.
Chisora?
No. It was another short black guy. I forgot his name.
I think you're talking about the dude I mentioned, Steve Cunningham.
Wasn't he? It wasn't Steve Cunningham. No. You sure?
Mm-hmm. He dropped him with an overhand right.
He always gets dropped with the overhand right. Though.
That's the punch he gets hit by.
Yeah. Oh,
he can't see it.
Especially by short guys. And that's another reason.
Well, Wilder clipped him and he's tall.
Bro, people always talk shit about Wilder.
What do you think about Wilder?
He's real shit. Like
he's dangerous, bro.
He's dangerous to anybody.
He's gonna sleep Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz.
Oh, for sure.
You know what?
I called it.
Before Andy Ruiz switched coaches, he was my favorite heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, I can see a lot of comparisons.
Yeah, for sure. Him. He just gets hit too much. You know what I'm saying?
He can hold, man. His resistance is really strong. He
yeah.
holds. But I think, like you said, with Wilder.
He gets slept.
Lights.
No, he's gonna get. Bro, he got dropped by Chris Arreola. Come on.
Yeah. But
by an old Chris Arreola.
He was losing mad weight. He was cutting mad weight. He was losing a lot of weight, and that does affect you, dog. Because you even said it at 220, you were getting pushed around. But at
but he wasn't. He wasn't that. He wasn't like.
Yeah, but he had dropped from like 278 to 240 or 230 something. That's tough.
The thing is, like when he fought Anthony Joshua, he was 260. So it's like. All he really went down was up to 250. He was really only like 10 pounds.
No, he was at 240 in that fight. 240 something.
240. Yeah. Or so. It was like 247 or something. So, we'll give him like benefit of the doubt. Let's say 15 pounds, 17 pounds. First of all, if you do it right, it shouldn't bother you.
He didn't look good against Arreola.
At all.
No, he didn't.
At all. Because you know what he tried to do? What Canelo did. He tried to walk him down, just move a little bit and try to catch him with a big punch. But Chris Arreola a tough motherfucker.
And with Ortiz, he didn't look so good either. Obviously, he dropped him, but
I was gonna say that
he got hit a lot.
By an older Luis Ortiz.
Luis Ortiz don't move his feet. He just sits there, and he's just gonna catch and shoot. So it's like,
Yeah, but Lewis boxed this fight with Andy Ruiz.
He
was
did,
on
but,
his
He
like,
back
got
foot.
clocked and
Remember when
He just doesn't move his
remember
head.
when Luis Ortiz fought Martin?
Chris Martin, I mean Charles Martin.
he
Yeah,
looked bad, bro. The first round, he got
Bro,
dropped by a jab.
his legs were giving out on him.
Terrible.
So it's like you couldn't knock Luis Ortiz out. You know what I'm saying? And you're an elite fighter. Like, look what but don't get me wrong. When Luis Ortiz fought Wilder, he almost slept Wilder.
Oh, 100%.
He was winning both those
First
fights.
fight.
Two fights were great,
Well,
two
the
fights.
second fight, it was a shutout for Ortiz until he
He got
got
clocked.
like put to sleep.
And that was 8 years ago, or no, 6 years ago.
Not that
It's
long.
been a
6
while.
years
It's
ago.
been a while.
Yeah,
it was
it's
it was
been a little bit.
2016. 6 years ago. 6 years is a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? But
Do you think he should still stay in the game?
nah, he should.
I think he should, right?
I think he made enough money. He was supposed to make like $40 million or something like that for his last
Nah,
fight.
Nah,
Last
he
fight,
didn't make
though.
that much.
I don't
Or
even
no.
think, I don't even think he hit a mil. He was like
No.
a
His last
500.
fight for Andrew Ruiz.
He was like a 500, I think.
Bro, no way.
But I read.
I'm
yeah.
not sure. I don't quote.
Don't
me,
quote me,
but,
yeah, but I
it
think-
wasn't no 40 M's. That's for
No,
sure.
no, my bad. It was like 4 M's. It was like it had to be like 4.
It might be.
Wilder,
It might be. No,
probably.
it might be that much.
No,
but
Wilder, I think he made like 15.
Yeah,
Bro.
no, he's paid though. He's paid. He's made
That's what I'm
bread.
saying.
He's paid.
Like as long as he
He don't need to keep fighting though. But I'm pretty sure he wants to keep fighting because
Make some money, yeah.
he
I guess.
he didn't get stopped by Andy Ruiz. So
Andrew Ruiz isn't a big puncher though.
I have to disagree, man. I think he is.
No, he's not a big puncher.
I think he's
He's not
solid.
He's not. When you say a big puncher, you say Deontay Wilder,
Anthony Joshua.
F.A. Ajagba. It's a big puncher. Like those guys that just have that one hitter
I
quitter.
bet you don't think anything F. Jao don't even fight for a long, long time.
Yeah, but F.A. Ajagba is not that good though.
He sucks.
He has heavy, but the heavy hands nobody can deny.
So you
has
know
many
that
hands.
tall African dude I spar a lot, or he's black, but he's from Africa, like from Nigeria.
I've heard you talk about him, but nobody knows how to say his name, and apparently you don't.
I
Either.
don't either. Honorio. He's like 22-1 or 22-2 with 20,
All right.
like with like a 95% knockout rate, right? He was actually the cruiserweight Olympian for Efe Jabba, like the one right below him. Efe Jabba was the heavyweight. He was a cruiserweight. Damn, motherfucker hits hard.
Yeah.
You felt it?
Bro, he hit me with a jab to my chest. I felt it for like 3 days.
So those numbers are right. At 95%.
It's all padded, but still.
But still, though.
Before we wrap this episode up, I want to go back to you. How do you fare against Andy Ruiz in 2-3 years from now?
2-3 years?
Fuck it, next year.
Nah, 2-3 years. He's young, bro. He's
Yeah,
18.
realistically, 2-3
At the
years.
age of 21, 3 years. How
21?
do you think you fare against Andy Ruiz, considering you're both around the same size?
Say it, champ. Say it. Say it.
Nah, like for real. I'll probably catch him coming in. You know, I think I'll drop him a couple times.
Yeah.
I think I really would. But for him, I'm just gonna move my feet and box him. Same thing Luis Ortiz did. But I think what happened with Luis Ortiz when he would throw his combos, he wouldn't come out fast enough. He's sitting there. That's why he would get countered a lot. But like for me, I'm gonna roll out. I'm gonna pivot off or step back. You know, I don't think he's gonna hit me. I really don't. Like he's got fast hands, but he's not gonna hit me.
Well, talking about that fights and stuff, what's a realistic fight that can happen next year? Richard Torres, maybe?
I don't
Like,
even
what's
think
the
Richard
more-
Torres, cause like they would never fight. They wouldn't fight.
Is there anyone right now in your radar that is a realistic
Maybe
fight?
maybe locally.
Locally, yeah? Somebody locally?
That African dude,
Which one?
the dude I've been
The one that's
sparring.
been sparring.
Oh, you'll fight him?
Oh, I'll fight him in a heartbeat.
You think that fight can happen, though? You think he...
They wouldn't fight me. Or you know that dude Ivan Ditchko, 12-0, 12 knockouts.
He's from Miami?
He's trained down here a lot.
Uh-huh.
I'll sleep him too. I already almost did in sparring.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So you for sure, you wipe out one in 2-4... let's say
Bro,
2
in 4
fight-
years,
you
I'm best heavyweight in the world.
I done.
Like they already defended the title 3
well, in
times.
2-4 years from now, man, you gotta remember us. You know, you gotta bring the belts here.
You guys are gonna be big too, though.
Oh, of course.
So
but
it
you
doesn't
know,
matter.
But when you get those belts,
Yeah, but
man,
you're going to come back. We're going
those belts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Facts.
Nah,
Facts.
but yeah, 4 years it's gonna be a whole different Lorenzo. Like just in the last 2 years, it's a whole different Lorenzo.
That makes me feel good because we're going to grow together.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But that's everything in life, you know. And I live by like everything happens the way it's supposed to happen, you know. So like, I didn't have it easy as an amateur, but everything's happening the way it's supposed to. Like I'm having a great professional career so far. Got a great manager, a great team behind me. But yeah, we're just gonna keep working. You know, in my opinion, I've looked way better every single fight, over and over and over. I just keep getting better. And this fight, I'm gonna look way better. You know.
Well, 2023.
I've tuned in.
man.
I've tuned into all the fights that I've been able to tune into, and you have been looking better. You've been looking smoother. You look seasoned. You're very patient in there for being so young. You know, a lot of 18-year-old boxers, like we could even mention Richard Torres, is like
Rushes
anxious, rushes it, gets clipped in the way in. Like
you're mature and they're more seasoned.
you take your time, and I like that. I like that about you. So with that being said, he was asking you, this asshole over here was asking you to fight. Take your time. You know, move your career at the right time, like your team has been doing. That's the best
patience.
way. That's the best way in this career, man.
Oh, for sure. You know, I think next year I should almost hit 10-0. Hopefully 9-0 by next December.
So next year you want to be active. You want to get like 6-7 fights in.
Every 2 months, 3 months.
Every 2 months for sure. We're gonna have 6 fights next year, and I'm already 3-0, or gonna be
4-0.
I'm
gonna
4-0.
be 4-0.
Yeah.
I got you, champ. I got you, champ.
I might switch it to 4-0 the day of the weigh-ins. You know what I'm saying?
Before we wrap this up, man, what do you do besides boxing, man? Like, what do you do to like ease your mind? You go swimming, going to the beach. What do you do?
How I do it, boxing.
Nah, I hear that, bro.
I go fishing.
Fishing?
Happy fishing.
You gotta keep your mind in.
No, you
do, but you also need to relax
Yeah,
your mind
yeah,
and take
yeah,
things
yeah.
off. You can't just be boxing, man.
Yeah,
It has
I mean,
to
I go to the beach every once in a while. Like, I live 5 minutes from the beach. I go to the beach sometimes.
That's right. He's a Hollywood boy.
Yeah, Hollywood Beach, you know.
What kind of food do you like? I mean, you Cuban, dog. So
Bro, this guy's a food person, bro. He's a
heavyweight, though. So you feel me?
Just because he's a fucking heavyweight don't mean nothing, man.
Those beans and shit.
I like Cuban food a lot. That's my favorite food for sure.
Yeah,
It is.
Agreed.
It is.
This guy's a trader, bro. Last episode, or second
second.
episode, he said, "Oh no, I like Dominican food."
Have you
more
had
than
Dominican
Cuban
food?
It's all
Yeah,
this
I
guy.
like Dominican
it's
food.
good.
Dominican
It's
food.
good.
Oh,
It's
every
good.
food is fire.
It's fire, but it
Especially
ain't
from
no
the
Cuban
Caribbean.
food.
It don't hit home,
It's
you know
our
what I'm saying?
sauce,
Of
bro.
course,
What's
but-
wrong with you?
But Dominican food is fire too, bro. Look, have you been to the Fritanga?
No.
Oh,
Nah,
you don't
that's
really like.
fire.
You don't like that.
No, I like fritanga.
We gotta take you there, champ.
Where's that?
There's a lot. In Hollywood, you're gonna have to come down to us.
But what is it though?
It's Nicaraguan food.
Nica food.
Oh yeah, I've had that.
Alright.
It's fire. I like Honduran
Queso
food.
frito.
Man, after your next fight, bro, we're gonna highlight you. We're gonna take you somewhere to eat.
Yeah,
Okay,
facts.
I'm
Fact.
down.
Hey, take out the glove
Oh,
from my
yeah.
boy, man.
You gotta sign the gloves.
Oh, I got you, fam.
You know, wherever you want.
You want the initials?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Your
that's
signature,
cool. That's
man, with
cool.
your record.
You're the first one that we've had so early in his career on the podcast. So that's lit, man, that we was able to have you on.
And
bro,
talk about
because-
boxing because we're usually,
Yeah,
like
Yeah, we usually
I'm gonna go right here.
wherever you
wherever
want.
you
champ.
want, man.
We're gonna have that. That's not the first
Put
thing.
your- put
nah,
your record.
Your record and today's date. But that's not the first signature we're gonna get from you. Once you get that butt around your waist, we're gonna call you.
Yeah, for sure. Right there.
That's
You want the
awesome,
date
champ.
you said or no?
Yeah, you can put the date right here.
I got you.
So we can remember, bro, because
Today's
you're only
11,
3-0.
What's-
11-13,
Oh, I got you.
22.
You're only 3-0, man. So. But yeah, bro, you're outspoken. You're well
Wait,
spoken.
we gotta get that on
Hey.
the camera, man. Right here.
Hey. But yeah, man, like I was saying, man, you're outspoken, you're well spoken, man. That's only gonna take you further in your career, man. And
And you're not scared of calling anybody out.
And I'm a white Cuban. Those only, especially heavyweight.
You don't see that. It's true.
it's only you and Abel, really. Hey, what do you got to say to your fans, man? Your supporters, man, back at home, your manager, your sponsors, or whoever, man.
You know,
The camera's right here, champ.
just wait for it. You know what I'm saying? My time's coming, and you know, support me now because the hype train is for real. It's real. It is real.
And it's passing fast.
It is.
Passing
Fact.
super fast.
It is.
It's coming through.
You know
Man,
what
the
I'm saying?
baby killer right here, man.
No, not the baby killer. What about babies? My boy
Baby
fighting no
giant.
babies, man. He's the giant killer,
giant
man.
killer.
That's the
Get it
giant killer.
right, bro. Get it right, man.
But yeah, because I know a lot of people don't believe me right now, but you know, they will soon. They
Nah,
will
man.
soon.
But nobody believes until they see great.
Of
until they
course.
see it.
Exactly.
Once you made it, because my whole life, everybody's doubted me and everything, bro, and everybody's gonna doubt you. But when you're doing something great, you're gonna have more haters and doubters than you are gonna have supporters.
I've already exceeded everybody's expectations.
100%, man. 100%.
Times 10. So
Times 50.
bro, I was ranked top 10 in the country in my first 2 fights. So
That says a lot.
I shouldn't even been able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So
You
it's
have a good, you have a good mind on you, bro.
yeah, man.
The
You
world
got
is
your head
endless, man.
wrong.
The opportunities are gonna come your way, man.
Of Of course.
And him being 18, so young.
Just keep listening to your team. Keep taking your time, moving up gradually, man. And you got a good head on your shoulders, so man, you're going to make it big, brother. Hey, man, but I appreciate you for coming, brother.
Thank you guys for having me.
Nah,
Thank you
man.
for coming, champ.
Yeah. Hey, and by the way, before we wrap this up, man, you gotta tell Beta Bay and Kevin Gleason, man, I want to train with them, man. I want to get some work in with them and stuff. But I will. I've been down to train with Kevin for a minute. For everybody, man, I hope you enjoyed this episode, man. Stay tuned next week. It's gonna be another big one, man. And we love y'all, man. Keep supporting it, and don't forget to subscribe, man.
You already know.
Peace.